flaky people. I don't know what it is. I don't know why you think that whatever's going on in your life is better than where you should be, but it's not. You say you're going to be somewhere, show up. Hi guys, I'm Silvia Saige. Welcome back to another antidote of Sexy Funny Raw with me, Silvia Saige. Today I'm doing my top 10 pet peeves in no particular order. People who stand up when the plane lands. You're not going anywhere. Sit your ass down. We all get out in an orderly fashion, and it starts with the front of the plane and works its way back. I hate you. People who wait on parking spaces. Guess what? If you keep moving, other cars move, and then you get that next available parking space. When you wait on it, I have to murder your family.
Bye, Felicia.
People who are late. My time is just as valuable as yours. You better be there when you say you're going to be there. Okay? Thanks. This one in particular for my profession, bad breath. No one wants to kiss you. No one wants to talk to you. Brush your teeth, brush your tongue. Do better. Be better.
Bye, bitch.
People who don't use their blinkers. There's a special place in heaven for you. I mean, hell. I'll murder you. Here's the deal, guys. In traffic, the only other way for everyone else to know what the you want to do is to turn on that little signal. Let us know. I'm the nicest person in the world. I'm all ready to let you over. But if you don't use that blinker, I have to kill you.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
People who are rude to servers. I can't. You're not better than them. In fact, you're worse. People who don't say please or thank you, especially if I've held open a door for you. I'm sorry. I don't work for you. Use your manners, you fuck. People who text in a movie. You're not that important. Wait the 1 hour and 37 minutes until the movie is over and everyone has enjoyed it. And then you can go and tell your friends, LOL, ha ha ha, I'll be right home. No one cares. We're watching a movie and we're trying to do it peacefully in a group. And you, sir, have ruined it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And last but not least, people who try to get me to stop doing porn. Trust me, you're not saving me. I want to be doing this. That's my top 10 in no particular order. Next time, don't be an asshole.
Hats off to Joe Exotic, who married two straight guys. The big, unifying factor for everybody who owns tigers is that they basically get to have the type of sex that they want. Joe over here in Oklahoma figured out that if you get meth and Walmart meat, that you can get any hot guy to blow you. And that's pretty cool. I mean, that's what we're all out here doing anyway. That pretty much is the basis of capitalism, the accumulation of things that you need to get laid. If you don't need those things to get laid, then good for you, man. You can live in a tent and that's who you are. You're just hot guy living in a tent. But the rest of us, we got to buy cars and have houses and jobs and jean jackets and tigers. And that's how we get people to fall in love with us, is that they can hang out with our tigers. I'll be honest. If I was in a room with a dude and a bunch of tigers, I might be confused for a little bit. Like if he took his shirt off and we were just playing with the tigers rolling around, I might not really be sure what's going on. I know for sure that if I was in a room full of tigers and women, I would be turned on. So I don't know what happens if I'm in a room full of tigers, powerful beasts wielded by this man. And if on top of that I had a meth problem, you could pretty much buy me right now with a ribeye and some sweet potatoes. And that's me as a well-adjusted individual. If you do drugs, you will suck a dick for those drugs. And that plays itself out in a very real way in the Tiger King documentary. If you're a meth head, if you gotta jerk off onto Joe Exotic every once in a while, but you get to play with tigers and live for free and get free meth, that seems like a fair deal. I think I've been in relationships that have less benefits than that. And that doesn't seem that far-fetched. Something about having a tiger is enough for all the sexes.
Let's go. We have to be there at 7 o'clock. 7. You're not dressed yet. We have to be there at 6 o'clock. I told you. That's what you're wearing in front of the whole family? Go say hi to your Thea. I'm not talking to her right now. I need a cigarette. Do you see what she's wearing? Embarrassing. I don't like that dress. His hair is too long. I can't believe they put me at this table with them. Oh, hello. I need a cigarette. Here comes Tula. Oh, hi, Tula. Yes, good. I don't like her. I don't think they're going to last. Hello, congratulations. Oh, she's pregnant? I thought she was just fat. This cigarette is the only joy I have left in my life. This food, terrible. Now we do the Bekiko. Oppa! Come on, dance with your mother. I've done everything in my life for you. Oppa! Go take a bubuniera. Take 2. Bye, Tula. Let's go. I need a cigarette.
This is weird. I mean, the thing is what you usually do is give something kind of generic that's like, I didn't think we really vibed, but it was great meeting you, but you're a great person, have a good life. Travel and comfort, I've gotten used to a very decent lifestyle. I'm like, okay, girl. All right. Would you like me to be straightforward? You're cute and interesting, but I am 28 and really have my life together, looking for someone on a similar page. You think I don't have my life together, and then you have the crying face emoji.
Not saying you don't. We just have lived different type of lives.
You started by saying this would be straightforward, and then you had the upside down smiley face, which is like, I'm confused, but I'm being nice. I got real you for 10-ish minutes at coffee.
And she was one.
What are you saying the other few hours were?
Guarded.
Ah! You roasted her.
What would you expect from first meeting a person of Bumble?
What would you expect from first meeting a person of Bumble? What is that?
I'm just not sure if we have similar interests.
Oh, what are my interests? And then she said, sorry, I don't mean to offend or anything. We just have lived different type of lives. What kind of life do I live? And what kind of life do you live?
I work out and eat healthy generally, but I also enjoy restaurants and the occasional cocktail and wine. Do you think we can't date because I don't drink?
No, but I don't want someone commenting on what I consume.
Why would I comment?
Well, I'll give you an example. She also uses 2 apostrophes for aisle, and it's 1 apostrophe. She's dumb.
If I suggested avocado toast brunch spot.
I am Aussie. We love it. Everybody loves avocado toast, not just Australians.
Oh, she's Australian?
It's very unclear what you're saying.
Well, you don't eat bread.
I love how that's the first thing. She's like, you don't eat bread, so we're not going to get along. I love avocado toast. Avocado toast or nothing. If dating is as simple as eating the same foods, everyone would be married. That's actually true. I agree with that. Also, I lived a pretty decent lifestyle.
And that's important to me.
Okay, bougie bitch. We got it.
Decent in regards to
standards.
Are you saying money?
I also like to travel.
But also in comfort these days. I travel in comfort. I've gotten used to a very decent lifestyle. I'm like, okay, girl. All right.
You don't know my habits or my schedule or how I travel.
And then she goes, perhaps better discussed in person.
I'd love more in-person discussion time with you.
Next week?
And then you didn't respond. You bamboozled her with that. You were like, why don't you like me? Like me more. And then you forced her to be like, let's go and I'll explain it in person.
Yeah, you can not like me, but you have to tell me why. Or just ghost me. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Just the Tip, a live stream comedy event. We got a little fun show for you in the quarantine era, trying to figure out how to do comedy in quarantine. I got a couple amazing guests for you here today, and we're going to do some fun things with you. A couple like quick congratulations go out to anybody who hasn't had sex with their ex so far in the quarantine. Yay, good for you. You didn't have sex with your ex. I'm proud of you. Anyone who's not been arrested for beating their roommate, spouse, or children, that's a tough thing to do during this thing. So kudos to you for taking a hot walk or whatever you do. And then anybody who has not moved in with their parents. Number one, you're going to put these people at risk. Number two, are you really an adult? Should we allow you to go back and like date people after this? You lived with your parents during the quarantine and you're like having your mom buy groceries. It's not cool. quick relationship advice to anybody who is having trouble during the pandemic. My parents have been together for 42 years. The secret to a long-lasting marriage is just never break up. That's how you do it, guys. You can stay together forever. Okay, that's how our great-grandparents did it. That's how the grandparents did it. You got to stay in there, man. You don't get a divorce. No, grandpa just moved into the garage. That's the way to do it. So that's how we got to do it. Quick shout out right now to a gentleman named Barry Michaels, who came to a show with his girlfriend like 3.5 years ago. And I accused him of fingering his girlfriend during the show. And that was apparently something that held them together for the last 4 years. So you guys are here now watching the show, I hope. And I can't see you, so finger away. It's time. It's fingering time. All right. Let's get into this thing. First guest coming to the chat here is Gus Constantellis. He's the winner of the Hoboken Comedy Festival. How are you, Gus?
Good. How are you doing? Am I muted? Am I good?
You're in there, man. Thank you. Thank you for.
How you doing? Oh my God, it's so good to see you. I feel like last time we saw each other, I was like, "What is happening?"
When we were doing the tour, I was unhinged at the end of that tour.
You were kind of unhinged. I think I also went to LA right after that. I was like exhausted. I remember going on that thing and then going to LA and then coming back and then going to brunch with my friend. And she goes, "You look weathered. What happened?"
Yeah, you're fancy. We get it. You're incredible. All right. So were you able to get a haircut before the beginning of this thing? I know you're probably the one that's the most hygiene savvy of the crew here.
No, I'm just gay. I heard they were closing everything down, and I was like, I gotta look good. I gotta look good during this thing. I went and got a haircut. I have no toilet paper. I've been wiping my ass with baby wipes for 3 weeks. Let me tell you.
Isn't that the better way to do it?
It is the better way to wipe your ass. If you're not wiping your ass with baby wipes or a bidet, you gotta get it on it. What's wrong with you? I did get a haircut. And here's the thing: when you have a receding hairline and you have glasses, it sucks to get a haircut. Because you don't know what the hell they're doing to your head until the very end of the haircut. And you have to like put your glasses on and be like, ba-ba-da-da! And be like, I love it.
I like telling you were not as self-deprecating before. We're all taking a closer look at ourselves now during the quarantine.
They gave me the trainee, and the trainee fucked my head up for 27 minutes and ruined my hair. And then I put my glasses on and I literally just went, no. And then the owner walked by and was like, "What did you do?" And I was like, "What did she do?"
Oh, that's comforting. That's like when you bust your lip and then you go show your mother and she makes that sound.
Ooh, yeah, I know. That's exactly what it was. It was horrible. And here's the thing: when you have a receding hairline, you only have like 3 haircuts left. So give me a fucking break. You know what the hell?
Yeah, you got like a year and a half left on that scalp.
I know. Look at it. It looks fine. It looks cute.
You got to get a Comedy Central special quick.
I know. I can't be showing up bald and gay. It's not going to work.
Well, you're going to have to rewrite your whole act if you go bald. So I forgot to mention that this is a tip show, or this show is free all over the internet right now. We're on LinkedIn. No, we're not on LinkedIn. We couldn't figure out LinkedIn. I don't know why. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube Live. I'm blanking. We're on Twitch. We're on all the things the millennials are doing. And you can Venmo us at CBKS, Comedy's Best Kept Secret Tour. That's the Venmo. There's also a PayPal, a bunch of other stuff. If you do it through my phone number, we'll put that information up throughout the show. Bring in my next guest. Gus, you're going to sit still for a minute. We're going to bring my next guest on, the super funny comedian, adult film actress, host of Sexy, Funny, Raw. Silvia Saige, you still with us? Are you there? Are we unmuted? I think are we muted? I'm not getting anything from Silvia. Do we lose her? I got Jimmy in my ear. Jimmy, how we looking? We could pop to Zach and then. Technical difficulties. This is great. I mean, I can just interview her breasts for now. That works out fine for me. I don't have a problem with that. Let's get is Zach there? Let's get Zach on. Coming to the stage. We got Zach Petrovich from the Comedy Secret Tour. And what is this on your? What's on your body?
Well, Dan, this is my pet snake, Boils. He's a ball python. He's 20 years old. And he's been living in Pennsylvania. I'm one of those people that's no longer an adult, but I don't think I was much of an adult anyway.
Yeah, did you?
I had to move back in with my parents.
You're at your parents' house and you're holding a children's pet.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I'm from Pennsylvania. This is a very typical pet. We are the Florida of the North.
Yeah,
so
ball python and a weapon.
Yeah.
So why are you wearing it?
Yeah, exactly. This. Why am I wearing it? Because he's getting some exercise right now. This is his thing. He climbs me like a tree and shit. He's a fucked up little guy. Because like it's one of those things that like I when I was a kid, I'd hang out with him, I'd play with him, I'd hold him a lot. But then like I went to college and I moved out, and my parents ended up keeping him because New York has some law I can't take a snake.
I agree with that.
And that was the big. Yeah, that's a real thing. Apparently, that's what I was told. They were like, you can. But then again, who's knocking on your door with a warrant to find your snake? You know what I mean? Like who's checking that law? So I probably could get along with it. But,
well, we found out from the Tiger King documentary, it is the federal agency's Fish and Game. That's what we found out.
Yeah.
If nothing else.
Fishing. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great though. Just a Fish and Game employee kicking down my door in the middle of Brooklyn. Sir, we understand you have a snake.
Now, but this was the bigger thing. You told me something. You told me that there was a reason why you have grips on him.
Why I have what? I'm sorry.
Why are you holding on to him? Did you had an incident?
Oh yes. Well, yeah. I gotta hold on to him now because I let him. I was drunk recording something for Instagram, and I put him on the couch. And it's not like a puppy or a cat. It's not that kind of a pet that like it's okay if it kind of goes around. He made a break for it, but I didn't see him. And so I go upstairs and I think I put him away. And I look into the thing and he's not in the cage. I'm like, oh my God, where is he? And I'm blackout drunk on the phone with one of my friends. I'm like, oh my God, I lost my snake. And he's like, very funny. I was like, no, I lost the snake. It is in my house. And he's like, oh, well, and he's never seen the snake. He's like, oh, well, how big is it? Like a foot, 2 feet? I'm like, no, it's a 5-foot python, you idiot. So now my parents, first thing I did was check my parents' room, make sure my snake didn't eat my parents. But no, I ended up getting coiled around my dad's grandfather clock an hour later. And the only reason I had given up looking. I thought he was gone. And the only reason I looked is because it rang 3 a.m.
Is that right? I like that he was inside the clock turning back time.
Yeah.
He was trying to send it back to when you weren't living at home with your parents again.
Yeah, no, I'm 16 again. It's great. It's awesome.
Let's get Silvia back in here once again. She's going to get the most intros on the show. Silvia Saige, the incredible comedian, adult film actress, host of Sexy, Funny, Raw. Did we lose it again? Guys, we're going to have to get you guys back to live comedy in the comedy clubs. This is the clear indicator. We'll give 5 more seconds. Let's put it. Can we put everybody on? Let's put everybody on, and then that way, when Silvia hops back in, we're covered. Boom! Look at that. Look at us. We're beautiful. All right, let's unmute everybody. Still not getting anything from Silvia. Well, look, you're the prettiest amongst us, so it really doesn't.
I just messaged her on Facebook. We're communicating. She messaged me back. She said, yes, it isn't working for me. I can't hear Dan at all.
Pull the headphones. Pull the headphones, and maybe get off Wi-Fi. I like that. I like that you guys are secretly in a separate chat.
Well, I wasn't sure if she was looking at the private chat. I just wanted to make sure that she got the message.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Are you drinking soda or beer out of a straw, guys?
I am drinking a rosé rye cider from a straw. I love a straw. Fuck the turtles.
Sylvia, what if you lose the head?
Rose.
Zach, Rose.
Yeah, every time you mention alcohol, Zach gets back involved. All right. So we'll jump ahead here. I've been doing wait, is she back? I don't know who's yelling anymore. All right, so I've been doing dad jokes on my Instagram for a couple of weeks. I think it's kind of fun. It's a weird thing because we haven't been able to do comedy. You don't need as much of an audience to do dad jokes, so I've been able to do that on my Instagram. Do you guys have a favorite dad joke?
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I do. I have a dad joke. When you told us to get a dad joke together, I texted my dad and I was like, "Can you tell me a joke?" And he goes, "Wait 1 minute." And then he sent me 17 jokes in a row. And this was the first one. He goes, "Did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France?
I put this one up a year ago.
They were cooked in Greece." I lost it. I was like, that guy was ready to go.
Joke. If there's ever a joke for a little Greek boy and his father, that's the one.
That is the one. I was like, this. He stayed on brand. He was like on it right away. I lived for it.
Here's mine. Why did the Invisible Man turn down the job offer?
Why?
He couldn't see himself doing it. Dad jokes, dad joke.
Oh, that's bad. That's really bad.
We got, I think Sylvia's taking us to the restroom now. Zach looks like he's about to die. He's being asphyxiated by
Zach looks like he's getting choked out. I think the snake choked him, and now we're just doing a comedy show.
Gus, pro or anti-choking in the bedroom? What do you think?
I love getting choked. Oh my God, love getting choked. You like getting choked?
I didn't want that. No, I'm happy to choke whoever's around, but I don't want to be choked.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it when it's like. I like it when it's like that. Like I'm on my. You know what? I'm not going to get too into. I'm not going to get too into this.
Well, I get it. You're a tiny little man, so you like to be dominated.
Yes, and sometimes joking never hurt anybody. You know what I mean?
So Gus, you have immigrant parents. How are they handling being quarantined in a really weird, highly political, odd period of time? Like, are they even like processing what's going on?
My parents, it's funny. Well, it's weird because Greece actually handled the coronavirus really well. But my mom they're in Brooklyn. I'm in Park Slope. They're in Bay Ridge. My parents are terrified, but completely irresponsible at the same time. Every time I call my mom, she's like, "This is the last time you will ever speak to me in your life. Say your goodbyes." And then she'll just drive to Staten Island just on a whim. I'm like, "What are you doing? The mall is closed. Just stay inside."
Yeah, that is the weird thing is you got all these people that are like preaching safety and all this stuff, and then they're like, "Hey, where were you?" And like, "Oh, I was getting my hair done." And you're like, "What?"
Yeah, I know. My mom she's ridiculous. She comes by and she drops off food, and she has her face mask on and her gloves. And then at one point she took her face mask on and lit a cigarette. And I was like, I can't watch this anymore.
She had the hole in her mouth and was walking around with the face mask.
I did see that, but she took the mask off and she just lit that cigarette. And then at one point she dropped her mask, picked the mask up, put it back on her face. She dropped the cigarette, picked the cigarette back up, put it back in her mouth. I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "It doesn't spread this way." And I was like, "It's still the ground in New York City."
No, immigrants have like the most incredible immune systems. Like my grandfather will go to the fridge. I can smell the meat from across the room. It's been in there since April of last year. And he'll just go in there and just eat it and no effect. Like I try to throw out meat at my grandfather's house and he yells, "This is still good. I put it in a new bag. That's not the date. It's in a new bag."
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, thankfully I've adapted to my parents' immune system. I never get sick.
Immigrants, they did it.
Yeah, I'll feel sick for like 16 hours and then be fresh as a daisy the next morning.
Yeah, I'm too far off the chain. I've been my people have been in the United States too long.
Yeah. You give me little corn-fed American vibes. Yeah.
No, but back in the day when we all lived in countries with bad water, it was a little bit easier.
Your stomach
comes in, it's like more aggressive.
Zach comes back, and actually, can I just say, Zach's looking very good. Zach is looking fresh. He's
he's ever looked.
I can barely hear what you said, Gus, but I know it was fucked up.
I said you look good. I said you look
I
good.
can barely hear what you fucking said, but I know it was fucked up.
No, this is the most pro Zach anybody's ever been.
All I said was such nice things. I was like, he looks good. His hair looks great. I love that ring light. The cross is doing it for me. I'm loving
You
it.
guys hear me?
I can hear you in like a remove. I'm like there. No.
I can hear you, but it's very delayed. And
Why?
you're not moving.
Oh, I look good for once. Oh, I heard corn.
Oh no, that was about Dan.
That's about me. All right. I guess Gus, until we have everybody figured out, let's Gus, marry, fuck, kill, Dr. Fauci, Joe Exotic, and murder hornets. What do you think?
Ooh, that's a good one. First of all, I love how this has turned. Sylvia is panicking. Sylvia is on the phone. It's like hilarious to me. Marry, fuck, kill, Joe Exotic. Okay.
I think the moves will keep us in business for a little while.
Because I have like this obviously something's wrong.
That's the best.
It's driving me nuts.
Go ahead, Gus.
It's Mary fuck it. So it's Mary. I would say, let me just say, I'm going to say fuck Joe Exotic because I heard he is a bottom. So there is that. And I mean, to turn two straight guys and marry them into gay men, like he must be doing something right. Okay. It couldn't have just been meth. I mean, yes, it was meth, but he also had to be doing something. I just want to point that out. I would marry Dr. Fauci because at least he could keep me safe to an extent. And then I would kill the murder hornets because, like, I don't fucking need that right now. You know what I mean? Enough already. I don't want to hear about murder hornets. Someone told me it's going to snow tomorrow, and I was like, I don't care. Write your little tweets about the snow and move on. I don't want to hear it. Kill the murder hornet.
In Canada right now. Yeah, man, it's rough. Well, look, because what happened is we made it through, possibly made it through this thing, or we're close, or hopefully we're close. And then the universe is like, wait, what? How are these guys still making it? And they're like, all right, fuck it, murder hornets, let's get in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
they really wanted to take us out. I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready to go at this point.
Canada doesn't want us. All right, so Gus, since you're my guest, let's see. In a bathroom hierarchy, we got pee, poo, or shower. Who gets like the main, like, what's the word? Like, who gets priority?
What did you say?
Pee, poo, or shower. Who gets priority?
What do you mean? Who gets priority?
Like in a bathroom. We're in a quarantine, so if you got to share a bathroom and then somebody's in there, you got to go. Look, man, I'm pooping. You got to open this door and let me in.
Oh, I live in a house where we just go in and do what we got to do.
Yeah, but what if you go in and your room? What are we telling people? Or your roommate? Do I call it your roommate?
No, he's my boyfriend. I live with my boyfriend. So
I don't know how you guys do it. So
I take a shit and brush my teeth at the same time. I don't care.
Taking a dump. What do? Do you pee in the shower?
No, I mean I wait until he's done taking the dump, but I tell him to hurry it up. And I'm the one in charge here. Okay, so
So poo has the most control. If you have to poo, you got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I do pee in the shower at my parents' house if I need to, but like, I'm not going to do that here. You have a roommate, or are you living with somebody? Where are you?
I'm in undisclosed location in the suburbs of New Jersey. All right, where are we at? The show is off the rails because we've lost everyone. And now you're gone. Did I just lose you too?
Am I here?
Hey, Silvia!
Can you hear me? Oh my God, I'm so excited you can hear me.
What did you change?
I just switched phones. I just used my other phone.
Fair enough. I like your backdrop. I've been watching these videos. This is great. I love this backdrop. All right, so real quick, you have a vibrant like adult film career. Do you have any inside goss that like lay people don't know?
Sorry. Say that to me one more time now that I can hear you.
Inside goss inside gossip as an adult film actress.
Yes.
What's the thing that like lay people won't know?
That lay people won't know. Okay. Well, this is a big thing that most people don't know. So females have to work every day. So, and of course, you know that there are 5 days out of the month that are typical not sex days for women. But we don't get that luxury as adult film stars. So we have to take little triangle makeup sponges. Yep. And and you insert these inside to stop the blood. They act as like a sponge and soak up all the blood so we can still have sex. And one time I got it lodged so deeply that I couldn't get it out on my own. So I had to turn to a good friend of mine who was in fact gay and not a fan of vagina.
You're upset. You got home. You have to do like you're not on set.
This is literally hours later. Like it's lodged so deeply, I can't get it on my own.
So are you like? When do you start panicking?
Immediately. Well, because leaving anything in there can be like incredibly toxic to the female.
Right.
So I don't know if you've heard of toxic shock syndrome. It happens from tampons. Well, the same type of thing can be from a foreign object left inside of there. And that's exactly what this is a foreign object. So I had to enlist the company of a very good friend of mine to very quickly make his way into the vagina, find the one thing that doesn't feel like a vagina, and pull it out.
But it's the least expert. Like we already make fun of the fact that dudes are probably not vagina experts, but gay dudes are even worse.
The anti-vagina, yeah.
Right.
Like I'm sure you could ask Gus; he would be quite repulsed too.
Yeah, I'm also sure now at this point in your career you have with the OnlyFans and everything else. I'm sure you have a whole team now that if people are ready to volunteer.
I have a team of people, but not volunteers for that. So I got to work on that.
Let's get Gus back in here, and Zach, if he exists, let's get you caught back up. Let's hear your dad joke.
Oh, my dad joke. Okay. So I had to really go on and hunt these down, by the way. Okay, so yesterday I ate a clock. It was very time consuming, especially when I went back for seconds. Dad joke, dad joke, dad joke.
Hey! Do we have Zach yet or no? No.
Do what?
What, dad joke for me?
I want to hear your dad joke.
Oh, no.
We got the team.
Yes, no?
Dad joke.
Yeah, so, okay, my dad joke, it's my all-time favorite. Did you hear about the Italian chef? He passed away.
Oh, my God.
I'm offended. Personally. All right, Mary, fuck.
I know. Kill myself, right?
Yeah, Mary, fuck, kill Fauci.
You
Joe,
should be. You should be.
Do what? Say that again,
Mary,
Dan?
fuck, kill Dr. Fauci, Joe Exotic, murder hornets. Both of your answers.
I have to kill Joe Exotic. I will marry the murder hornets, and I'll fuck the doctor.
Oh, interesting. Zach?
I don't know. I think I gotta marry Joe Exotic. It seems like the way to go. There's tigers.
There's meth.
There's a weird trailer. There's a Steve Irwin reptile house. The meth isn't my thing, but it's somebody's. I could sell said meth.
True.
I'm an entrepreneur. Fauci, I think. Wait, what were my other choice? Who? It's Fauci.
Murder hornets.
This is so easy.
Murder hornets. All right, I'm fucking murder hornets because I'm into danger. And then I think I kill Fauci. That works. Just because I don't like his fucking head.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so I'm going to marry Fauci just because he's going to be the only one who's going to keep us alive at the end of this. I got to kill Joe Exotic because it's the only other choice left, so that I can fuck murder hornets and get them on my side, so I don't end up in the chatter of the murder that happens.
You think you fuck well enough for murder hornets to be on your side?
I'm with you. I don't think he does.
Right?
I think I could put it down on some murder hornets. You saw the video with the praying mantis that he ate his head?
Oh, I did see the praying mantis thing.
The whole time he's trying to sting him. So all I got to do is keep away from the stinger the whole time I'm in there.
That's a good. I like that.
And then I'll know if he stops trying to sting. Then I know I don't know. Do bees have orgasms? I don't know. All right, true or false? Ready? Silvia Saige, true or false? You hit on me in an elevator in Las Vegas.
True.
Oh, I was going to say false because actually what actually happened was You texted me after you got out of the elevator and said, "Was that you?" So that was close. Zach, or sorry, no, Zach's not here. Gus, true or false? If you like Springsteen, you are gonna love Peter Gabriel.
Oh my God! I can't believe you just
Well, true or
brought
false?
that up. I cannot. You know what? Honestly, here's the thing: is during the quarantine, I have really gotten into Bob Seger, but not Peter Gabriel. I will say that.
All right.
And
we were on the cusp of Maryland, Delaware, and there was somebody who was an employee of the venue that we were at.
I'm
And
not
I
getting this.
didn't particularly enjoy this lady. And then she was hitting on Gus from the standpoint of his Springsteen tattoos. And I was like, no, this lady sucks. And he was like, no, I love her. She's into Springsteen. And then 5 minutes later, she came by and she goes, if you like Springsteen, you know who you're going to love? Peter Gabriel. And then Gus was off board. It was incredible.
I was like, what? And then me and Dan the whole time just kept being like, kept being like, if you like candles, you're really gonna like water. Like it's completely opposite things. It was
If
just
you like Springsteen, you're going to love Boys to Men. Zach,
yeah. If you love Janet Jackson, you're gonna love Bob Seger. Really.
Zach, if you're there, show me your tits. Okay. I was asking Zach to show us his boobs. All right, so let's see. What where are we at? Has oh shit. I had a specific question for Silvia. Oh, what's the weirdest way, Silvia, you've been hit on during the lockdown?
I will say, I don't even know if it was hit on, but I was out taking a walk because I walk every day because there's nothing else to do.
Mark.
And I was in a baseball cap and my sunglasses, and some dude walks up from me from like across the street, and he comes up to me and he's like babbling some weird shit, and he's like, hey, but Saige is my favorite spice. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, and you're my favorite actress. And I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. So
You knew where he was going with that, right?
that's the most creative way I've been hit on in quarantine, is by a random man walking in the streets. That was pretty
That's
cool.
great. Well, I think the best way to do it would be if he rolled up with a handful
With a handful of what?
of Sage.
Oh, if he would have had that on him randomly walking the streets, I would have known for sure he was stalking me and been much more impressed.
Yeah.
So.
Then do you finger that guy's butt right there just for the
I
effort?
think for a second, yeah.
You got to go one knuckle on him.
Yeah,
Zach,
I agree.
now I can see Zach's tit, which it was not an intended consequence. It seems like Zach's going to say something.
Zach was.
I lost the snake.
You lost the snake again? This is incredible. Yeah, go look at the clock and try to turn back time to a time when you were more responsible. All right. Is he gone again?
The snake ate the cord.
I wanted to ask Zach if he's still with us.
Do snakes eat cords? Would they eat that? Would they do that? I don't even know.
Zach.
No, he's right here. I found him.
Zach, I got a question.
I found him.
Zach, I got a question.
He's on my dresser. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Are you getting your snake or taking it down? Does anybody have any questions for me?
I
found him.
Questions for Dan. Well, Zach.
Question for Dan. Dan,
We
what
found
is
him.
the weirdest
we made
thing
it. He's
in the
good.
quarantine?
Zach's back. I've been getting very creative. So you know me well enough to know that I only eat like 6 things. So I've added a couple things to what I eat, but then now I'm starting to combine things. So
You only like 6 things?
Yeah, I only like because I'm only trying to eat things that are sort of out of the ground and not like messed with.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, and then I was heavy eating meat for a while. Then I kind of dropped out of the meat game over the last couple months. So basically, right now my diet consists of, in some order, natural peanut butter, cottage cheese, sweet potatoes, and eggs. And I literally just had a meal with 3 of those 4 ingredients. I did. I cooked my sweet potatoes in peanut butter, like oil and peanut butter. And then I put cottage cheese on top, and that was my meal. It's actually really good.
Okay. You and I won't go to eat, but that's fine.
Well, I don't know a diner that serves that item. That'd be a hard one to find. All right, Zach is This is why you don't go move with your parents. Your parents don't care about Wi-Fi, man. That's the whole thing. They don't anything. They have no business having fast internet.
I fully agree. Trust me, yeah, it's not an ideal situation, Dan.
So I'm going to ask my question so that you can tell the story. You've been locked up with your parents for what? Like, what are we up to? We're up to like 6 weeks. Are you finding it hard to be hard in your house when your parents are nearby?
Yeah, morning wood. I have to wait for the morning wood to dissipate when I wake up.
Listen, I'm not asking you to brag. I'm asking you if you're masturbating around the house.
I mean, no, but I do have a pretty good. I actually caught them for the first time in 26 years.
Yeah.
Having sex.
Good for them.
Yeah.
How long did
they go? Yeah. Oh, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure my dad's gay. So it was kind of one of those things that I was I don't know. It was a couple points in his book I was like, all right, okay.
Hey,
I've been saying that on stage for a while. and maybe this is him kind of trying to hit it back. I don't know, but I called them both in the span of 2 hours, and I had gotten lost. I was like, really, I didn't know where the hell I was, and I called them. I was in the car. I called them both twice in the span of like an hour and a half. And there was no answer, which is very strange for my parents. They're very overbearing people. If I so much as text a letter, the ATF is at my doorstep like I'm David Koresh. So it's one of those things. And I get home and they're just on the couch, on separate ends of the couch, but just like all like laid out. They look like wet noodles. And I'm just like, yes, my dad is a wet noodle. He's actually
he had
a piece of spaghetti. Anyway, but so I get there and I'm in the car later with my mom and I was like, hey, I called both of you a couple hours ago. What was going on? She was like, nothing.
Did you hear the lie?
I was like, Mom, you are the worst liar in the history of the world. Like that wasn't even close. Like that wasn't even, you didn't even try. So I was like, oh my God, you guys were banging. And they were like, and my mom was just like, what? No, what? No. I was like, oh, okay, that's great. So
Good for them.
What?
Yes, I said.
Yeah.
Zach's on delay. All right.
I couldn't hear you again.
Zach, okay. So I was gonna say, what's the worst mistake of the lockdown? But obviously, finding out that your parents are still banging is the worst mistake of the lockdown. Let's see. I know some of your statuses. Silvia, have you had sex during the quarantine?
No.
No sex.
No, I had sex the very last day of like the day we got quarantined. I had sex that day.
That was the day that Gus was getting a haircut.
Yeah, it was the day Gus got a haircut. I got laid.
You're like, I gotta get one in.
Yeah.
But for you, how many exes have come out of the woodwork during this thing?
By the way, all of my exes came out of the woodwork a long time ago when I started porn. But I have gotten more of the how are you holding up in this quarantine text than I even care to respond to. First off, I'm single, I live alone, and I'm wealthy. I'm doing just fucking fine. No need to worry. So kindly fuck off is what I want to say to everybody.
Is anybody being like clear about it? And they're like, how are you holding up? And just like eggplant emoji. Is anybody for it?
No, nobody's been that bold. It's more of like a secret approach of like, how can I help you? I'm like, you can't. Just stay away.
Gus, I'm going to ask you because you have a healthy discussion point on stage about your antics. You had a goal, and you were trying to meet a certain number of partners before you fell in love. So, how many of your exes have come out of the woodwork?
It's funny, not that many. I think that people have been creeping back into my DMs, I think people have been like adding me on Instagram because now they see I do like some fun stuff on it, and they're like, "Oh, you're cute," and I get added to a lot of close friends lists. I will say that. Yeah. Someone will follow me, and then I'll like follow back or whatever, and then like the next day I see that yellow circle and I'm like, oh, a close friend. And they'll like,
Wait, I don't know anything about a yellow circle. Am I not anyone's close friend?
is it a yellow circle or a green circle? Because I am colorblind.
Where does it go?
It's a close friends list on Instagram. People can add you to their close friends list.
But
And
where is the circle?
it's I mean, you know how Instagram stories has that circle around it as an Instagram story? When you're in a close friends, it's like a different color circle. It's like a yellow or a green.
Mine's a rainbow. What does it mean if it's a rainbow?
It's just a regular story.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't think I'm anybody's close
You're gonna have to
friend.
explain this
Oh my God, close friends is the new like it's like the new like flirting / way to send news, I feel.
Pretty sure I'm not up on that.
Oh my God, yeah. I get so many nudes in the close friends.
It does appear that what was I gonna say? That Instagram really is the Instagram DM thing. It always comes in like normal, and everybody like adds you, and they're like, "Oh, I like your content," and then pretty quickly it gets dirty in the DMs. It's
oh my God, yes. Well,
Mine start dirty.
Yeah, you're
for sure
filthy, just dick pic central over there. Unfortunately, dude, I know if it's a dude that starts, hey, what's up? I know I'm in for like a long, annoying conversation that ends with like them trying to hook up with me, and I'm like, I have a boyfriend. I'm not doing this.
You have a boyfriend, Gus?
Yes, I do. I love him. I live with him.
Oh, yay!
By the way, I didn't say this before because the sound was off and whatever, but I miss you. I love you. Hi.
Oh, I know. I miss you. I love you too. I'm so excited to see you on here.
I'm glad I can bring you guys together.
Do what?
I'm glad I can bring you guys together. And Zach is still,
Zach is in and out. I love it.
It's crazy. Yeah. He just comes in to get a screenshot and then gets out of there. All right.
Oh yeah, Minos in the comments. I love Minos. He just said yellow circle.
So, so Gus, in a relationship, in quarantine, more sex, less sex. You were already living together.
You know, I'm going to say actually during the quarantine, it's been a little less sex because we've just been stressed.
Yeah.
Really?
We've just been so anxious that like it just doesn't even, and then like a week will go by and we'll be like, oh wait, like I'm stressed the fuck out, honestly.
I'm going to be fully white hairs in my beard at the end of this thing. I keep thinking I got a handle on it. I'll yank a couple out, and then a couple days later, they just come right back.
Do you normally color it? Is that what you do?
No, I haven't done it. No, I don't normally wear it this long. I mean, you can't really see here, but I can see them. But no, I don't normally wear a beard this long. This is literally my.
Got it. Oh, okay.
Question. No, somebody just popped a question. I don't even know how this happened. Question for guests: what new experiences do you have during the lockdown that you wouldn't want to miss?
What new experiences?
Yeah.
That you wouldn't want to miss.
Gosh, I mean, I wrote a series that I probably would have never like taken the time to sit down and write had I not had so much free time. So there's that.
I did the same thing, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I started a podcast called Tiger Crisis in response to the Tiger King thing, just because I was watching it and I was like yelling at the TV, and I was like, I got to get this out somewhere.
Wait, what were you yelling at? Because I found different things that I was upset with that I don't think a lot of people were upset with, and I was bothered. You
can tell us. So my biggest problem now is that I had to rewatch it to do this podcast, and rewatching it makes it even more confirmed that it's not even entertainment. It's like anything after episode 3 is just a hodgepodge of footage thrown together.
Well, yeah.
It's just the whole thing's sad, and honestly, I think the biggest takeaway from the whole thing is that we all actually do feel sad for Joe Exotic because he actually didn't do much.
Okay, I do not feel bad for Joe Exotic whatsoever. I feel bad for the animals. My thing within the whole thing was the animal cruelty that was just happening, like underneath everybody's nose. Like we were just obsessed with this weird ass story about these tweakers instead of anyone giving a fuck that they're fucking killing tigers and keeping them in these awful tiny cages. Like that's what I was just like mind blown with.
I do think that there was a period of time that there was a heyday at one point where Joe was keeping the tigers in a good way. I do believe that.
A small heyday, maybe, but also, what is this?
Oh, who the fuck is this?
Yes.
Hi.
Yes, it's a meeting takeover. It's a meeting bomb. You guys didn't have a pass around here, and now it's mine. Yes.
Man, what is happening?
You guys didn't have a pass around here, and now you got this. All right. Yes. What?
Who are you? What's going on? What's happening?
I'm the meeting bomber. Whoa.
All right.
Is this a title, like a bestowed title, or is this a profession at this point?
I'm just here. I've been watching this thing. Is this supposed to be a comedy show of sorts? This is one of the worst things I've ever seen. This is horrific. First of all, Silvia has some of the worst audio on the planet. At one point, I thought she was about to eat the microphone cord. I don't know if you guys saw it. I thought she was going to eat the microphone cord.
That's right. She's asking about the boa constrictor.
Then you had Zach. Zach has the worst video of all time. He just keeps coming. He got to have the worst frame rate I've ever seen. It's like 1 frame rate per second. It's horrific. And he just froze it. He's just frozen most of the time. He might as well just have sent a photo of himself in and not even come in here. He might as well just had hold on. He might as well just sent one of his photos in instead of himself. He can't even see what's going on right there. And Gus is too cute to be in a comedy show. What's he doing in this comedy show? Well, and for the first half of the thing,
son Gus,
was he in his car? It looked like he was in his closet. I mean, prepare for this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just in there with a bunch of jackets. You know, what you doing in that thing, man? And Dan, speaking of jackets, Dan, you're wearing 2 jackets. You're inside. Okay, you're inside. Take the jackets off. Okay, take the jackets off. You're inside. There's no need. Turn the heat up. You know what I mean? It's almost summertime. I don't know what you're doing with 2 jackets on. That's it. You know what the real comedy show is? You know what the real comedy show should be? The real comedy show should just be watching 4 nitwits trying to get the technical difficulties going. That's the whole show. One of the worst put together things I've ever seen on here. Horrific. Also, shut up. Also, I saw where you guys were doing some bad jokes. Yeah, you guys doing bad jokes earlier?
It's dad jokes.
Bad jokes. Yeah, you guys doing some bad jokes earlier. I saw that. I got a couple bad jokes myself. You ready to hear them? I got some bad jokes too. Here come the bad jokes. I got a couple bad jokes. First one. I can never be a horse jockey because I don't even know what kind of music horses listen to. Also, here's another one I got. Hey, you guys know those little Smarties candies? You know those Smarties candies? Those little Smarties candies? Do you know one time I ate so many of those little Smarties candies that I got sick and I felt like a real dummy? Are you kidding me? These are so much better than you guys' bad jokes. I got one more. Hey, what do you call poop that walks through walls? What do you call poop that walks through walls?
What?
Spooky dookie. That's not even mine. I stole it from my niece's 4-year-old joke book. It's ridiculous. It looks like Zach's gone. He must have died. Okay, I'm out of here. I don't have time for this, to be honest with you. I got other stuff to be doing with my time. So I think I'm going to go comb my beard. So, hope this show improves in the future, though. That's all.
Thank you for your input, Party with Lance. All right, so that was Lance Weiss. He's more of his content at meetingbombs.com. He will come into any of your Zoom meetings and bomb it with beautiful jokes like he just did. So check him out, meetingbombs.com. We've all had to invent new professions during the quarantine. So hats off to Lance Weiss, Party with Lance. All right, where are we at, man? We've almost made it through this thing. We've had our problems, but I don't know. Let's just go down the line. What are your big takeaways from this whole thing? Sylvia, we were talking about the tiger king. You made your point about the animals being abused. Do you have one, or do you have anything that is just sort of like sitting on your brain with what's been going on over the last 6 weeks?
Oh gosh, the takeaway from being in quarantine. Oh my gosh, I just feel like quarantine has become the new religion. And everyone is spouting out their opinions without having any actual knowledge of the situation. So to that, I would just say, shut the fuck up. You don't know what's going on just as much as I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think we're all just trying to pretend to be experts about everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
And it's hard. And what finally dawned on me is like, I'm getting angry every day about the leadership and what's going on there. But then I realized, like, who would have handled this properly? Like, there's really no way to have had this go smoothly.
Well, Greece, I mean, some countries handled it really well and some countries didn't handle it really well.
Greece's 1,500 people did, Gus, because no.
India is handling it really well, and so is Africa, and
Korea.
Africa is a continent. So I mean, they got it together.
Australia handled it well.
What?
Australia handled it well. They're
Yes.
coming out of it.
People,
They're a whole continent.
Yes, a lot of countries handled it really well, and a lot of countries handled it very not well, and that's
But we all survived. Yay!
I'm just saying, I'm glad it's up to the power of the states because Andrew Cuomo is great right now. At least right now, he is. He's handling it really well in New York. I feel safe being in New York because there is actually good leadership. I will say that.
Yeah, Silvia, you're in California?
Yeah.
How you guys were one of the first places to get on top of it too, right? Like
Yeah, we were the first people to go into quarantine, and we're going to be the last ones out of it.
When did you go in?
We went in on March 8th, the last day I had sex. March 8th, which was the last day I had sex.
March
That's how I
8th?
very much know.
Wow.
Yeah, so March 8th was the day we went in, and we're scheduled to be out on the 15th, but it's like, stages. So
Of May.
little by little. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's sweet.
we'll see. I don't know what's going to really happen, but
Yeah.
none of the fun stuff is coming back anytime soon. No concerts, no comedy clubs, no real traveling outside of the country or anything like that. So I had a whole bunch of travel outside of the country scheduled, and none of it got refunded, only vouchers. So
No
I've got to
kidding.
go on a bunch of out of country trips when all this is over, but who knows when that'll be.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wild. All right,
Like, I called American Airlines, and I was like, I want a refund, and they were like, we can't do that. And then 2 weeks later, they were like, we're gonna do it, and I was like, you better.
right.
Yeah, nobody gave me a refund. Even my hotels in Barcelona wouldn't even refund me. So I will say that I was scheduled for a cruise, and Carnival Cruise refunded 100%. So that's good.
Well, thank God you didn't go on that cruise. That seems like
I know, right?
possibility.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we gotta. Well, if you guys Venmo at Comedy's Best Kept Secret Tour, CBKS Tour at Venmo, we'll try to buy Zach internet so that he can be on the next episode. We're gonna do this every Friday. We're gonna work out the things hopefully.
Yay!
We wanted to shout out Open.
Yeah, I like this format.
Hey, yeah, no, it's fun. I wanted to shout out Open Sky Events for putting us on and doing this for us and with us. It's been a very good time. Do you guys have anything you want to plug? Gus, I got you constantly. Gus is your Instagram. You've been killing it with the videos, man. You've been trending all the time during this whole thing.
Thank you.
Sylvia's the Silvia Saige everywhere.
Yes.
Right? And then what's your Silvia Saige XYZ?
Yeah, my website, Silvia Saige XYZ, and that takes you to all of my platforms.
And then for you, and then if you guys didn't Venmo in, you can get involved in Sylvia's content, some private content and things like that. Also, you can check out the Porn Social People podcast. Drops every Sunday. I had an episode with Silvia back. It's almost like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's a while. Yeah.
So check those things out. Follow these people. Zach Petrovich was, and again will be one day, Zachy Peanuts. Thank you to everyone who was on this program. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Barry, for fingering your girlfriend. Thank you to Jimmy for quarterbacking this whole thing. And then now we're going to kick it to Adam Gable with the Lifestyle Report. Hang us with us for another 5 minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching and tipping.
Good evening and welcome to the Lifestyle Report with Adam, your weekly report on what's been styled with your life. There have been so many events and ceremonies that have been canceled or postponed due to the virus. It seems a new announcement comes every day and it can be hard to keep track. So this week on the Lifestyle Report with Adam, we'll tell you what's been canceled to keep you up to date on which of your favorite events are not happening as planned. This week it was announced that the running of the bulls in Pamplona, Spain, will take place in October instead of July. This is to allow Spanish hospitals a break from treating people who would have been fine if they just stayed home. As you know, the Tokyo Olympics have been postponed until September 2021, but the Special Olympics won't actually happen until December of next year because they are a little slow. The annual 420 celebrations that were postponed last month have been given a new date of whenever we can all get more weed. This one is actually good news. Kevin Spacey has announced that due to complications surrounding coronavirus, he has to postpone the release of his next creepy Uncle Whack Job video until January. It was originally slated to drop this year on the anniversary of 9/11 at precisely 9:59 a.m. All 12 days of Christmas will be released at once this Black Friday, so you can binge the whole season in one day. And SantaCon 2020 has actually been canceled altogether, but I think we all know those assholes are going to show up anyway. The New York City Marathon has been canceled as well. Instead, the New York Road Runners will be holding a Sex and the City Marathon, in which the runners will compete to watch all 6 seasons and both movies. This is the first year a non-Nigerian is favored to win. In fact, all of the entrants are white women. Also, a local event that I was really looking forward to has been delayed. My girlfriend told me that I'm going to have to wait until at least December until she lets me do anal. That's all for this week's edition of the Lifestyle Report with Adam on what's been canceled. Tune in next week for Who's Been Canceled, a roundup of celebrities that said a little too much.